what if Elrond was in the Fellowship of the Ring? It's an interesting concept that probably has a lot more changes than you might think. But this video does have a part 1, which will be at the end of the video and down below in the comments. And this video will make a lot more sense if you go watch that, so I would advise that. But yeah, so if you haven't watched that yet, I would advise that. But yeah, let's get into today's theory and part 2, the 2 towers, which should be really fun. Okay, first we're just going to go every single member of the Fellowship and basically what they did. Just a bit of a recap real quick. So Aragorn went with the Fellowship, went with Frodo and Sam to Mordor after what Boromir would have died, but in this case he didn't, obviously, since in the last theory I explained how Elrond would have saved him and the help of Gandalf, which also in this case survived. Okay, secondly, Legolas. He also went with the ring bearer, so I think it's probably main just because you want to be with Gimli. Bit of a spoiler there. Gimli also went with the ring bearer, but I think that's the main reason they went to. Just had to say this picture of Gimli. I couldn't find a Gimli with a red beard, or the AI couldn't make it. I do mostly AI generated images, so yeah, it's a bit funny. Gimli just refused to do that, but yeah, Gimli came with, and he'll definitely help a lot of the mountains of Mount Doom. Boromir went to Gondor to kind of help there. He did receive a wound from Lurtz shooting him, but he only got 1 arrow this time. Because of Elrond, he survived. Gandalf went to Rohan to kind of help there in Fangorn, and over there he took Merry and Pippin to rouse the Ents, and I think he will have other plans with the Battle of the Rohirrim, what is it called? The Battle of Helm's Deep. So yeah, Merry and Pippin will still go to rouse the Ents, which is quite a crucial part because the destruction of Isengard, you know? So it will kind of be a second part of the 3 Hunters of Fellowship, but this time they have Frodo and Sam, obviously, but obviously they have a different goal in this case, but still. And I don't think they will get corrupted, but I'll get like that in maybe in the 3rd part. This time it isn't Gandalf that goes to Denethor to try and convince him about stuffs and things, but it is Boromir that goes to Minas Tirith with Elrond, by the way. Didn't mention that, sorry. Yeah, Elrond goes with Boromir to try and convince Denethor, mainly about joining the war, but also maybe a bit of Aragorn supposed to be king. Battle of Helm's Deep, I think it actually goes more or less the same. I think Gandalf just goes to Theoden. He might have to spill a bit of blood this time, might have to be a bit more violent in getting his actions, but I still think he gets rid of Grima, Sauron, but I do think Grima does still reunite with Saruman. We'll get to that, and I think the Battle of Helm's Deep will be a little bit more difficult without those main characters that would have helped a lot, but the Battle of Helm's Deep wasn't exactly extremely close. It was a little close. It was very impressive though. The whole Rohirrim just destroyed them. Gandalf still manages to get Éomer and the Rohirrim, which I still think is just going to be enough. Which means Legolas and Gimli do not have their competition, which is very sad. Gimli doesn't get to beat Legolas, so Legolas fans, this is a theory for you. Means Legolas is still proving to probably be the best about Gimli and Legolas. So yeah, still think Merry and Pippin find Treebit, but I think Gandalf introduces them to Treebit, and then he kind of goes to Rohan. So well, they're right next to each other, but then he kind of goes to Rohan and so on. Still think the meeting with the Ents is considered, but I think this time they'll just decide, yeah, probably better since Gandalf literally thinks it's the best idea. So I think in this case, probably a day or 2 earlier. It doesn't really make sense because because the Battle of Helm's Deep is anyway busy, but I still think the Ents attack Isengard and they absolutely destroy it because there's a few hundred orcs there because of the Battle of Helm's Deep, or Uruk-hai. But yeah, there will still be a couple of orcs. So yeah, they still go, and the Ents still destroy Isengard quite easily, and that is the end of Isengard. And now we'll obviously focus on Mordor as previously. So yeah, I think in this case in Minas Tirith, Denethor isn't in the usual story. He just doesn't want to hear that Aragorn should be king. But with Boromir giving the idea, which I do think he will, he'll definitely be more considerate. He might not be too convinced, but we'll see about that. And I think Boromir, Faramir, and Denethor will have a much better relationship in this one. I still think Boromir will be the favorite son, which isn't necessarily right. But I think, unlike the normal story, he'll still be nice to Faramir and so on, and their relationship will be better since he isn't driven mad by grief. Now, Gandalf will make his way to try and find the Fellowship near Mount Doom. I don't know where Merry and Pippin is. They're probably just chill in Rohan. They might go to Minas Tirith, but I don't think that matters. I'll think about that for a little bit. Yeah, so I think Aragorn decides that it won't be too smart to go through the gates of Mordor, but he does make his way there. I think the Fellowship, it's still the Fellowship, it's hard way to call it the Fellowship, but they make their way to near the Black Gate. It isn't obviously a full fellowship, but you get what I mean. They get to the Black Gate, and as Aragorn says, he just wants to plan from here. He is the leader of the company, if you didn't realize. Yeah, obviously it would be. But then they get Smeagol, and Smeagol suggests that they should go through a different route and not through this part. It will be crazy, and as Aragorn said, but Gollum has a new idea. They will go through the path of Cirith Ungol. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you didn't see part 1, should be here on the screen, or maybe I was just too lazy to add it there. You never know. Not a great look, I know it, but otherwise it's in the comments down below. If you didn't see, if you already saw part 1, there's always new videos on my channel that mainly of Lord of the Rings, and I'm sure you guys will love. I think if we do Return of the King of this, which will happen at 10 likes, which was super exciting. I love this series. It's my favorite series on my channel ever. Hope you guys really did enjoy this video, and if you maybe like or subscribe, I truly do appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.